time to answer a smart comment. And always I remember, I answer only smart comment. So if your comment is foolish, I will not answer it. CP, Mr. Andy said, why you don't discuss about what happened in Ukraine on 22 July 2025? Very strange. You don't discuss about it. You know, I don't know why Andy is worried about what happened in Ukraine in July 22. What happened in July 22? Drones, they swore Ukraine and tons of people die and most of them they are civilians. But no. Andy is not talking about this. Andy is talking about this.
President Zelensky has defended the signing of a bill which has provoked some of the biggest protests in Ukraine since Russia launched its full-scale invasion. Critics of the new law say it weakens the independence of Ukraine's anti-corruption bodies. Mr. Zelensky says the main anti-graft agencies will continue to function. There were protests, as you can see here. They were in various cities, but the largest was in the center of the capital, Kyiv. There's a renewed push for peace going on as well. Russia and Ukraine meeting for a fresh round of ceasefire talks.
So Andy is very vigilant and he's upset. Why you did not report this? About 500 people, they protest. First of all, what's my business? Secondly, as I understand, and everybody agree that in the government of Ukraine there's corruption. So whoever you accuse of corruption, there is a corruption. And as long as you are speaking against who? Against the government, right? So you are saying to me that the government of Ukraine is corrupt. And because there is corruption, if the president tried to fight the corruption, he must be doing something wrong. Let us make it clear. This agency is supposedly anti-corruption. But they themselves, they found that the Russian, they have many in the agency do cover up for those who collaborate with the Russian. So why the president, he will not do that? Let us switch the image. Let us say, for the sake of argument, the president of Ukraine, he is the corrupt. But you notice something very important. Corruption is possible everywhere in every country. And I cannot judge. I do not know. I believe in America, there's a lot of corrupt politicians. And I spoke about it many times. Even I criticize Trump, big deal. Big deal. You can watch my videos. Trump, I voted for him. I support him. I am not a Ukrainian. I did not vote for this guy. I don't know him. He's good, he's bad. His people know better. However, if you notice with me, that in Ukraine you can go and protest against the president. Can you do that in Russia? Let us say, for the sake of argument, you are trying to give us a hint that the president in Ukraine is a bad person. The bad person is the one who don't even let people dare to say he is bad. How come you are not upset for what's happening in Russia, that anyone protest or even make a statement? An Orthodox priest, he posted in his website, in the church website, I pray that this war will finish soon. Right away the police came and took him to the station. Why? What he did? He did not say, I support Ukraine. If I say I support their enemy, I will understand. Even to try him for treason. But he just said, I pray to stop the war. Putin, he made a law saying anyone he say the word war, he will go to jail. You have to say operation. So he decided to you what you call it. 3 years war, and yet you have to say operation. It's not war. Hundreds of thousands of Russians are killed, and this is operation. Anyone knows who been in the military, he knew that operation is going to be, in a military standard, 24 hours, 48 hours, 1 week. You cannot even say it's a war. The whole world say it's a war. And you are worried about the corruption in Ukraine, but you are not worried about Putin own billions of yachts and his best friend or puppy, Ramazan Kadyrov, the biggest drug dealer. You are not worried in Russia. They have the mercenary and the guy who Putin he killed lately by the helicopter explosion. So look like you are a person, Andy. You see only what's happening in Ukraine as a bad thing. But anything happen by Putin and his gang, strange. You don't see it. Here we go. His people are striking against him. And even he promised to make revote again or rethink the decision. They want to filter the corrupt employees. Isn't this what Trump is doing now? In America? Why he made Doge? A lot of people getting salary, they are not there. They never even went to the office. Money spent everywhere. This is corruption. Or is a form of corruption. What about the one who leaked the attack on Iran? That is a treason. This is in America. So do you blame Trump if he go and arrest those people? Strange. Another comment. Let us see another smart comment. And by the way, in the same day, Putin, he killed tons of civilians in the same day you are talking about. He swarmed Ukraine with the drones.
Corruption bodies. Mr. Zelensky says the main anti-graft agencies will continue to function. There were protests, as you can see here. They were in various cities, but the largest was in the center of the capital, Kyiv. There's a renewed push for peace going on as well. Russia and Ukraine meeting for a fresh round of ceasefire talks in Istanbul. They're due to start in a few hours' time. President Zelensky proposing the talks at the weekend, days after President Trump threatened Russia with severe sanctions if there was no ceasefire between Moscow and Kyiv within 50 days. It comes amid escalating attacks and growing international pressure to end the war. Moscow, though, has already said the discussions will be very difficult. Straight to our Russia editor with BBC Monitoring, Vitaly Shevchenko, who joins us.
If you notice, those are civilian cars. This is a parking lot for, and those are apartment buildings. This is who Putin is hitting. This is not an army caravan or an army base. This is a parking lot, and I can even show you the location. But Andy did not notice that in the Palm Sunday, more than 35 Ukrainians get killed. In the Palm Sunday, this is the gift, civilian, children and women and kids going to the church. In the Palm Sunday. This is the gift of Putin the Christian to the Christians in Ukraine. You will notice that all the attack, if we don't say like maybe 95% of the attack of the Russian, I don't want to say actually the word Russian, I want to say the Chechenian, I want to say the gang of Putin, the Russian, they will not accept that, is hitting apartment buildings. You do not need to be genius. Just go and type Russia drones and see the drones hitting what. They are hitting what exactly. But Andy is upset because the president of Ukraine, he did make a move for anti-corruption, and he said the anti-corruption organization is still, they will function. Nothing will change. Very silly. Let us go and see second comment. Only again, smart comment. I will not answer any comment. It's not smart. Take a note, take a note. This guy said, there is literally video on the internet of Ukraine kidnapping people to conscript in the war. Why you are pro-war CP? Are you really a Christian? Even Russian side doing the same. Like this guy is being more fair. You see, I don't know if you ever been at war. I was. And I am a soldier too. Only stupid people say that the Christians don't go to war. Let me ask you, if somebody attack you at home, you call who? You call the police. The police, they come with what? Flowers or guns? Guns. And what they do to the attacker? They shoot him if he refuses to surrender. So the hypocrite you practice war every day. You have soldiers in your street everywhere. And when you need them, you don't hesitate for a second to call you. Because this is a private interest, your private interest. So when the MP, the army police, they take somebody who is trying to escape the war because he is a coward. Coward. And you call it kidnapping. I like it, this kidnapping, by the way. So you know what? Look like, you are the same as those Democrat when the police, they arrest illegal migrant, and mostly they are criminals, rapists. We are, this is what they're saying. They are kidnapping them, separating families. Bad, separating family. Now the child, this guy, he's a man, he's 25 years old, he will go to war, he will separate from his family. We should keep him at home. And then the enemy come to our home. You are a genius. Secondly, anyone who says to you, Christians, they don't go to war, is a fool. Have you ever even touched the Bible, you idiot? Isn't it the Bible says time for peace, time for war, time for love, time for hate? Is that the Bible? Isn't it Jesus, he said, the one who don't have a sword, go and buy one? Is it true that Peter, always he have a sword with him? Or maybe he have a sword because he used to shave his beard with it. Isn't it the God of the Old Testament, he said to his people, you go to war and I will be with you? Idiot. If anyone says to you that Jesus was a hippie, this is a very stupid fool. Isn't it God even he destroyed the whole earth by flood? So what do you understand about God? He's a hippie. He hug everybody. Isn't it God in the Bible says peace for those who love peace and no peace for the wicked? No peace for the wicked. So the duty of the Christians is to stand against any wicked, and they have to bear arm if the wicked is armed. You cannot fight the wicked by hugs. So what you are saying is very stupid of you. A true Christian is the one who defends his honor, his church, his land. False one is the one who hide like a rat. I was in the army, not to make money. The army salary is so small. Very small. In fact, when I joined the USA Army, I was surprised to see that even the clothes they give it to us, even the food we eat, they took it off from the salary. Can you believe it? You can ask anyone who joined USA Army. When I shaved my hair, I went to the base. My hair is not shaved. I remember I paid, I think, $8. Imagine you have to pay to shave your hair. So I did not join the army to make money. I joined the army because I noticed they need me. But the stupid you think that because Christian they join the army and they have an army, that means this is not a Christian behavior. This, based on this, all the countries who have an army, they are bad Christians. You are just so silly and so stupid. If you don't have army, your neighbors, the wicked, if they are wicked, they will take over you. They will rape your wife. So you should kiss the shoes and the asses of those soldiers because they are the one who keep you live in dignity. Otherwise, the dogs of Chechnya and their kind, or Erdogan, they will rape your wife, your children, and they will take over your country. But how a fool can understand that he is a mule. You leave comment for me. Thank you very much.